Hey Beavers, happy Tuesday. You're watching the Beaver Bunch and I am Lori. Oh, Beavers, I have had such a day today. It was just a very long and trying day. And all the while I was thinking, and I'm just glad that it's over. So I'm about to watch Glee and go to sleep. But before I do, we are addressing this week's topic, which is about a girl who her girlfriend broke up with her and now is with a guy. And it was the first relationship for this girl. She's really torn up about it still. And it is her friend that has written in wanting to know how she can help her friend who's going through this. And a couple things are that I know that it really does add insult to injury when you are dealing with a same-sex couple who the relationship ends and then it becomes that they leave you for a guy, which feels different somehow than if you were left for a girl, which it shouldn't matter because you're still being left for someone else, which I think has a sting all of its own, but then it's just a little bit more so because it's like apples and oranges. In a lot of ways, you just don't really, you can't compete with one another. You can't offer the same thing as somebody else, especially when you're dealing with different genders. Just it's rough. So, and I know a lot of lesbians. There's a pride thing too. Like it's like it would be one thing if it was for a girl, but it's for a guy. I get that. I get that. But I think you're a good friend just in wanting to do something. But really, it's like time heals all wounds. Really does. And it sounds like, and whenever anyone is broken up with, it is their self-esteem can often go like this because that's how you define yourself, and that's a really important role that you play when you're in a relationship, the role of girlfriend. And so when that's removed, it removes a part of who you are, and it leaves a hole of like where you spent your time and what you did and who you talked to and who you went to. So a lot of adjustments are needed, and I think that's why it takes sometimes weeks to kind of get over it, even if it's less than a year, which a year, it's a serious relationship. So I think what you have here is you have to boost up and help your friend boost her own self-esteem. That's where you get to the point where you realize that it's their loss and you're going to find someone better for you and she's going to find someone better for her, like that whole idea. Because in the meantime, you're just like, why am I not good enough for that person? When really it's just maybe you weren't right for each other, and maybe you thought that you were, but maybe they don't, and so that means that you're not. It just means that you shouldn't want to be right for somebody who you're not right for, or somebody's not right for you if you're not right for them. That's what I think. But a lot of times you just get so caught up on the what did I do wrong, what's wrong with me, but really it's the relationship. You really can't take it personally, and I know that's so hard, but trust me on this one, because you'll have relationships that you cry about for months, but then you realize later how awful it was, or how really unfair it was, or how unhealthy it was, or how when you meet someone else who realizes how sweet you are, that it was not worth your time and tears, but still a good learning experience. So I think if you can just help her boost up her self-esteem and get her out there, just maybe even like I don't know, take her out, and I don't know where you go or what you do, but just to like be looking at for something else, or maybe like check out girls together or do something like that. I think that's just kind of fun, and sometimes it can kind of just get your self-esteem up a little bit, and just to be thinking forward about that I think is good too. But just be supportive and be there, and hopefully she can come around, and or maybe even like at least get some resolution with the ex-girlfriend, because a lot of times you have to talk to that person to really have that closure. And I don't know if she's not had that, and if that's why she's still hung up on it. But if that's the case, then hopefully she can find some kind of peace, or like write a lot. I know, like when I was dealing with breakups, if I just like wrote about it, or if I had said my piece to that person, I say, okay, it's out of my hands. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And that seemed to help me. So hopefully something like that can help you or your friend, but definitely just boost them up, because it is when we fall that we need the people who are strongest next to us to be holding us up. So so do that. and good luck, and I hope that she feels better. And anyone else that's going through this, my condolences to you too, because I know how rough it is. I will see you next Tuesday, and bye.